How's it going? Steven with KiwiBox.com, hanging out with Chester Gregory. So you're originally a Broadway musician, and now you're making, or a Broadway actor, and now you're making the transition into soul singing.
Yes.
What was the decision behind making the transition?
I've been working on Broadway for about 5 years straight, but it's always been in my heart to tell my story. I wanted to put together an album or a project that was much more personal. And so this album, which was 3 years in the making for me, is my story with love.
Have you always had the intention of pursuing a career as a professional musician, even before you started doing Broadway and all of that?
I've always had the highest respect for people who would entertain, so people who would dance, sing, and act. So Michael Jackson, Gregory Hines, Sammy Davis Jr., like those people always inspired me. So I knew I just always wanted to perform.
Okay, so In Search of High Love is your debut album.
Yes.
It's officially coming out at the end of this month, right?
Yeah, March 31st.
March 31st,
Yeah.
all right. So what was the reason behind titling it that?
So it started out as a project that we would put together of about 6 songs. And when I shopped it around to different labels and stuff, they said, okay, this is nice, but we want you to do, some of the Usher stuff. You're going to dance around, you're going to do all that stuff. And I was just like, that's not really, what I want to represent as an artist for myself. So I went back to the drawing board, and I was stuck with the song High Love, which is the title track, and the song Questions. And these songs were the opposite in subject matter. And so I just was sitting down, and I just started purging and letting the album come out based off my experiences. And I realized, okay, this album is a full journey. It's my search for love. And that's how that title came to me.
You've also got a couple features, collaborations on this album with Farrah Burns and Phase One. Tell me about how you hooked up with them.
I went to a function sponsored by Steve Wallet around, and Farrah Burns just sitting there, and she just opened her mouth to speak, and she just started spitting, and it was so ill. I was like, oh my God, I gotta have this girl on the album. So we stayed in contact a little bit, and then I told her that we should do a little special remix. And so we debuted it at the Triad about a year or so ago, and it was a big hit. And I said, we have to record it. So we recorded it, and she just put the flavor on it.
Okay, excellent. And just to wrap things up, once the album drops, what else should we expect from you?
I'm in the studio a lot. I have some friends that I've been working with. I'm still working with PJ Morton. Mm-hmm. I've been in the studio writing with Lettucey. So, I just have a few little tricks up my sleeve. So hopefully some things will be coming along your way soon. I only have eyes for you. What's up, y'all? It's Chester Gregory, and you're watching KiwiBox.com.